What's up, everybody? I decided I wanted to do something that I haven't done before, or at least haven't done in a very, very long time, and it's kind of just like a little shoot the shit kind of video, just something that's like not super edited, very just bare bones, just me talking because a lot of stuff I have going on right now, video-wise, is just a lot of like big production, not big production, but like more time has to be put into it. Which quick update on that for those who care. The next YWF video I should have. I'm trying to have edited and finished and ready to go, uploaded sometime this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. But until then, I just kind of wanted to do this because I've had something on my mind lately. I figure I'd just do like a little like ranty kind of thing. I've shout out to the Archfiend who like does a lot of these just like kind of like vibe videos. I watch him a lot and stuff like that. I've watched him for a pretty long time, and this is something I've been thinking about lately. Is for those who don't know, in the next few months or so, my wife and I will be having our first child and everything, and that really put into perspective for me just how much time has changed, or how much has changed in like what feels like a short amount of time, but it's actually like not short at all. It's been 10 like or however many years, because like it's kind of like just life is so short, and it really creeps up on you when like big things happen like this. Because one moment I'm sitting, and this is what I'm going to get to, is one moment I'm sitting at my parents' house, just not a care in the world, just, worrying only about, like, playing video games and stuff like that, and blink of an eye, and I'm married and about to have a kid. So I kind of want to talk about that, because usually when people would ask, if people were to ask me, like, oh, what do you think the best year of your life was? I probably would have said 2016. It's nothing against, my current wife, who we met in 2018. Nothing against her, I love her and everything, but 2016 to me was the last year in which I felt like was the last like carefree year I had. And by carefree I meant like there was just no worries about anything. 2016 I was working at a diner, just bussing tables. I think I was still working 2 to 3 to maybe at that point 4 days a week, so it wasn't like I was working there like most of my time. And and money wasn't a huge issue for me because my parents weren't charging me rent or anything like that, so I was kind of able to just save up money and everything. And I was out of school at that point. I wasn't going to college yet, which I ended up not going to college at all, but I was not in school or anything. Like, the only thing I cared about this time, which is in March 10 years ago, the only things I cared about were hanging out with my friends, playing in my wannabe metalcore band, which is another thing I'll bring up shortly too. Playing in my wannabe metalcore band, trying to get that going. Having my little YouTube to Foam Fire channel, which you all know at this point. Freaking trying to get that off the ground with mild success. And and playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies, because I was addicted to that game around this time. I think around this time of March of 2016 was when Horizon dropped and everything, and I was just so indulged in that game. And it was the best of times. And in 2016, I had gone through some, like, not relationships, but, like, things with, people, and as far as, like, relationships with, like, partners or wannabe, nothing came of them. But at that point I had gone through like 2 people who like I was kind of on again, off again with them. And 2016 I was like, you know what, I'm done with like, or at least for like now, I'm taking a break from like trying to get a girlfriend or whatever, and just just worrying about like just chilling, you know what I mean? And you can tell because 2016 is when I grew my hair out, and it was absolutely abysmal. You can find that hairdo in just a few Foam Fighters videos, and maybe even a video on here, maybe even too. But that's another thing, is like another carefree thing. I wasn't worried about relationships or anything and stuff like that. I didn't worry about like having like a girlfriend and like what they may think or whatever and stuff like that. It was just more about what I was doing. Like I said, I had like a little wannabe metalcore band with my buddies Rob and Sean, and while nothing really came of that, you know what I mean, it was still something to do and something that I really enjoyed doing. Even if we didn't even play really gigs, it was still fun and a great time. And that goes back even to wanting to hang out with my friends, like every day. I feel like almost every day we were hanging out in some form, whether it was over Xbox or in person or at band practice or whatever, like carefree, you know, and turn to today. And like I said, married, happy as could be, love my wife, all that good stuff. But, you know, bills, have a huge amount of bills. You know, a lot of them, to the point where it's like, you know, I'll be honest, I have some financial struggles. You know, nothing to where it's like I'm gonna be homeless or anything, but there is definitely struggles for sure. And 2016 didn't have anything. I could pay for whatever I wanted because, like I said, I wasn't having to pay for it. The only thing I was paying for at that time was like maybe Netflix and like my Xbox subscription, maybe another server, my phone bill. You know what I mean? It's like I was able to save up this money and everything, and you know, like that. And to today, I'm gonna have a lot of responsibility as far as, you know, being not only a husband now, but also a father. And it's a lot to think about for sure. And it's just something I've been thinking about a lot. I'm going to talk about, see if anybody who maybe is around my age feels too, like the times of like being carefree and just being able to just be like, do whatever you want are gone. You know, it's all gone. Never gonna feel like that again until what? Retirement. I win the lottery, and even then, I still, like I said, have a family. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just crazy. And again, I'm not trying to say like, oh, I wish I could go back to that, because that's definitely not at all what I'm saying. Because like I said, again, I can't reiterate enough. Love my wife. I am, while it is scary, very excited to, you know, have a child and have that along the way. So we were planning for to happen. It just happened a little bit quicker than we had expected. But you know, you roll with the punches. So I was just curious if anybody feels the same way. You know what I mean? Who's around my age of late 20s, who maybe has a wife or a husband, or just, you know, maybe you have a job that is just very like degrading of your time, maybe even too, in that sense, just something like that. Because and I feel a lot of people around my age say it too, like 2016 was the year to like just like everything was just chill. I mean, dude, Pokemon Go during the summer was probably the closest we ever got to world peace, and I loved those times. The most I was worried about in 2016 was going to Warped Tour concerts and trying to vibe with my buddies. Like, it's just crazy to think about. So just wanted to get on here and shoot the shit about that, because it's something I've been thinking about a lot. Like, damn, like, it's been 10 years already since then. Like what happened? But again, it's not like I'm depressed about it or anything like that. It's just something I want to talk about. You know, do a little video like this, very easy, just chilling, talking kind of thing, not needing to do much editing. And maybe I'll do more like this, you know, just because, like I said, I currently, my drive to work in the afternoon is almost 2 hours long. So I kind of need things to occupy my mind, and I don't pass out and die, because God, it's grueling just driving that much. It's actually egregious. But if you liked it, cool, and if not, it's my job, do what I want. But thank you for listening to me rant and just talk about how crazy life can be. And if you feel the same, let me know. I'd love to hear it. And yeah, until the next one, hopefully it's YWF. If not, it'll be something different. I will see you then, and take care.